department?
Doing pretty good. I had a joint safety commission meeting last week and went over, reviewed the budget. Other than that, just lots of different things going on, keeping busy, nothing new to report.
Thank you. Chris Lee. How's the conservation going?
Good. We had our Westland Mall Crawl 5K. We did a 5K inside the mall this last weekend, so that was fun. We had, I don't know, 30-something people show up, so that was good. Our next one is going to be a Winter Games event up at Big Hollow. We've got a whole bunch of, a series of different things. So we'll have a 5K, 10K. We're going to do a biathlon type event. So that should be new and interesting. I've got some staff at a training this week, our annual county conservation training. And then I've got other ones that are going to be doing some remodeling inside the nature center. Well, some of our nature center staff is gone. So nature center is going to mostly be closed for about 3 days here. We're going to be doing a little bit of remodel in that little there where the sink is on that main floor. And so due to construction, we're just going to keep the door closed. Yeah, other than that, moving along.
Okay, thank you. Zach James, regional planning.
Yeah, good morning. Business as usual. Nothing really too crazy to report. We do have a planning and zoning commission meeting tonight on the rezoning, but like I said, other than that, pretty normal.
Okay, thank you. Natalie, how's the recorder's office?
Everything's good in the recorder's office. We have been seeing an uptick in passport applications and fielding a lot more phone calls. So passports are taking 6 to 8 weeks. I assume everybody's wanting to do the spring break summer trip. So just, we do ask that you call and make an appointment, as we do just have one agent, but we will take walk-ins. But otherwise, everything's good.
Okay, and getting all the boat titles taken care of and everything?
They're coming in slowly. Yep,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Shannon, how's the emergency management go?
Well, I just have one little thing to talk about. We do have the weather spotter course scheduled. So each year the National Weather Service comes down and does the weather spotter course here. It will be held at Cornerstone Event Center this year from 6 to 8 p.m. on March 4th. I will get an official press release out, but this is just first notice of it. We are doing it in conjunction with Louisa County. I did just want to say my condolences to Louisa County for the loss of their emergency management coordinator last week. So we're just helping out and gonna offer it to the Louisa County residents as well. So, but that's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Angie?
Good morning. Don't really have much. We got the budget done and moving forward, so now we got other things to deal with and just keep it busy.
Okay, good. Krista Miller, Public Health.
Good morning. We're also keeping busy. We've had some off-site vaccine clinics, and thank you to Rodney and his team for getting our public health mobile going and helping us be able to go out to those off-site clinics. And thank you to Colin for all his work on our IT this week. We've had a lot of that going on. So also some exciting news. Friday night we attended the Burlington Greater Partners annual dinner, and our public health building was nominated as Project of the Year, and we won Project of the Year, so that was very exciting. So yeah, was very excited about that, as well as, you know, they talked about how the public health building helps build the infrastructure for the future for healthcare in our community. So it's been a good year. Oh,
Got the video up here. Want to see it?
oh, good.
The Project of the Year Award is proudly presented to the new Des Moines County Public Health Building, a cornerstone for community wellness in Greater Burlington. Previously constrained by limited space and accessibility, the old facility often saw people waiting outside, especially during peak times like flu season and school immunizations. Today, the new public health building stands as a beacon of progress and accessibility. Located conveniently on a city bus route, it features ample parking and smooth entrances and exits, which not only ease access, but also allow for innovative drive-through vaccinations. Designed with an eye on the future of healthcare, the building includes 2 modern clinics, equipped with negative area flow to prevent the spread of airborne illnesses, and a divided lobby area to ensure comfort and privacy. This thoughtful layout allows for the expansion of immunization clinics that will provide timely and efficient services to our community. Moreover, the new conference space offers a venue for educational events aimed at disease prevention, enhancing the public health infrastructure. The entire building was planned with flexibility in mind, prepared to scale up staff and services in response to future health crises or changes in healthcare demands. This project represents more than just a physical transformation. It signifies a commitment to the health and safety of our community, ensuring that Greater Burlington is equipped to meet public health needs today and in the future. Congratulations to Des Moines County Public Health for winning Project of the Year.
Good job.
Thank you, Colin. Thank you, Krista.
Appreciate that. Mr. Carter,
I don't know how you follow that. Really, I mean,
that's first, I've never seen him not being able to follow anybody.
I don't know.
Speechless.
We'll go to sleep. We're really busy. Does that cover that? So, no, we are busy, plenty of stuff going on. Mostly cutting trees right now out and about. But otherwise, tons of stuff going on behind the scenes and working towards next year and even future years. So,
Thank you. Don't think I missed anybody. We'll move on to correspondence. Having none here, does either you, Jim, have any correspondence?
I did not.
Okay. Discussion and vote. We have a resolution for the 2025-06 election for Des Moines County EMS District. Does anybody want me to read all this? I'll just read a little bit here. It says, comes down to the Des Moines County Board of Supervisors and notes that on about November 19, 2024, Des Moines County Board of Supervisors received a petition to create an EMS district signed by more than 25% of the residents of the townships of Washington, Yellow Springs, Benton, Huron, Jackson, Franklin, and that these same petitioners also own at least 25% of the taxable valuations in the proposed district. Further, pursuant to the Iowa Section Code 357F.2 and 357F.4, a public hearing was set for December the 3rd, 2024, with the notice that is required in the law, in which hearing the public was allowed to comment, petition, and propose EMS district. And following the public hearing, the Des Moines County Board of Supervisors did establish a Des Moines County EMS district consisting of the townships of Washington, Yellow Springs, Benton, Huron, Jackson, and Franklin, except property assessed as agriculture land and centrally assessed property that on January 7, 2025, a hearing on the engineer's report submitted pursuant to the Iowa Code 357F.6 was held, and proper notice was given and approved by the Des Moines County Board of Supervisors on January 7, 2025.
Motion to approve the resolution.
Second.
Yep.
Sheriff?
Tom Broker,
Yes.
Shane McCampbell,
Yes.
Jim Carrey.
Yes. Sorry about that. Okay, we have, public hearing for FY 25 budget amendments.
Motion to open public hearing. Second.
Sheriff?
Tom Broker?
Yes.
Shane McCampbell?
Yes.
Jim Carrey?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, we had, requests from 3 departments. Secondary Roads is requesting $702,360. That is due to invoices that crossed over the fiscal year, so that is in construction, new equipment and pavement markings. The sheriff is requesting $291,672, of which, part of that will come out of the inmate funds for portable radios and body camera system, and a transport vehicle that was in the budget last year, but it did not get finished until this year, so. And then they're asking to bump the housing of prisoners up, an additional $230,000. That'll bring that up to $380,000. They've currently spent $236,300 on housing of prisoners so far this year. So, and the last request was from Conservation. They are doing multiple projects. They are bringing in revenue of $289,691 with expenses of $237,856. And all that will come out of their Conservation Reserve Fund. That's all I got.
Okay. We shall give the public about 2 minutes. They can call in if they're online, request this. You can email the board at dmcounty.com, that'd be board@dmcounty.com, or call 319-753-8203, extension 4, that's 319-753-8203, extension 4, and we'll give you 2 minutes. Meanwhile, does anybody in the audience have anything to say?
I did. You've got a minute and a half left. Short minute and a half.
Short minute and a half.
Chris, this would be an opportunity for you to tell us what's going on those grants. So the things are involved in the, this.
Yeah, some of this I think was carryover from last year. We have, it's been so long since I submitted this thing, I don't even remember what's on there now.
Give me a second, I'll give you your letter.
I apologize
That'd
for
be
catching you
great.
off guard.
Yeah, we got a lot of fire irons in the fire here.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
That's my fault.
Thank you. I should have brought one with me, but I
That's-
forgot this stuff. So the Land and Water Conservation Fund, so this is carryover from last year, all those, all that work we did at Big Hollow. So that, this is carrying some of that over. We got our grant closed out, and it takes a little while to get that closed out, so this is reimbursement for that. Closing out some of those Big Hollow improvement expenses, including the ponds that we built, that's the fish habitat grant. So most of those top ones just were carryover from previous years. And then at Stars Cave, we have brought in some money for the water fountain that we put there. We got a Kiwanis donation to fund that course position. That guy's been putting on all these runs and doing some of our school programs. So it's the grant that's funding his position to keep him there. And then law enforcement other, so we worked with the sheriff's office to get some of the radios that they're getting so we can stay in communications with them since they're turning over the radio stuff. And then just a couple other little smaller operational things that we have to adjust.
As a point of clarification, if something's budgeted in the previous fiscal year, like Brian or the sheriff, something like that, and that vehicle didn't show up or you can't spend it in the previous year, the money's still there, but you can't spend it unless we have spending approval. So it has to go on a so it has to go on a budget amendment. So a lot of times, especially in secondary roads where a project doesn't get done, it just has to have a budget amendment so that we have spending approval to spend it in the following fiscal year.
It's been a big problem for equipment, I'm guessing for vehicles and stuff like that, but for us, equipment's just been a nightmare ever since COVID. I mean, it might be the single biggest headache for budgeting, because you just don't, you gotta keep track of the past, the present, and the future to figure out when we're getting caught up. And I thought this would be the year we caught up, but I'm not sure it won't be next year now, so. And it's nothing to do with us, that's the sad thing, it's all production, parts, all that sort of stuff. So.
Thank you, Brian. Motion to close the public hearing.
Cheryl?
Tom Broker?
Yes.
Shane McCampbell?
Yes.
Jim Carrey?
Yes. Okay. Now we have a resolution for amending. No, we have to vote on this. Yeah. We have,
Motion to approve the budget amendment.
yeah.
Second.
Cheryl?
Tom Broker?
Yes.
Shane McCampbell?
Yes.
Jim Carrey?
Yes. Now we have a resolution 2025-07. It's for the appropriations.
That's the budget amendment.
That's the budget amendment.
Yeah.
Yep. It's been approved. Too many envelopes for me up there, Cheryl.
Sorry.
We have personnel actions. Correctional Center, we have two. We have the first one is for Chloe.
I'm trying to remember which one this is.
Chloe Ravencraft.
Yes, new part-time correctional officer.
Yeah. So it says, she's a new hire, and the rate is going to be $17.69 an hour for part-time correctional officer, effective January 29th, 2025. And the next one is for Rita part-time cook, resignation. Effective, last day will be January the 29th, 2025.
Motion to approve vote. Second.
Cheryl?
Shane McCampbell?
Yes.
Tom Broker?
Yes.
Jim Carrey?
Yes. Then we have one for county attorney. It's Cassandra Kilby, law clerk. It's unpaid leave of absence, 7.21 hours.
Motion to approve. Second.
Cheryl?
Tom Broker?
Yes.
Shane McCampbell?
Yes.
Jim Carrey?
Yes. Then we had the minutes for the regular meeting on January 24th, 2025.
Motion to approve minutes. Second.
Cheryl?
Shane McCampbell?
Yes.
Tom Broker?
Yes.
Jim Carrey?
Yes. Okay. business? I have none.
I have none.
Future agenda items. We gotta get a hold of, Lieutenant Giffen from the fire department about, the EMS doctor.
I called him and he said you'd call him.
Yeah.
But he was gonna get back to us, what week would work best for him.
Yeah. All righty.
Apparently there's a requirement for a medical director.
Medical
I thought he
director.
was talking about the medical examiner,
No.
and this is somebody different. This is the first time I've ever heard of it.
And
So-
they have to have a medical director for the EMS if they work under his license.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of it either. I thought it was medical examiner first. And you did talk to him too.
I did.
Okay, committee reports.
Had community action, Mississippi Valley Youth Board, and the 911, and it was all just finalizing budgets, so.
I had, early childhood, and early childhood is running the same as everybody else. They don't know where they're at, or if they're going to, move them in a district like they did the, mental health. And so we're just kind of waiting till next month to find out what's going on for sure. They're supposed to have it done by the end of January. Our district might be the same, it might expand. So we don't know where our funding's at this time, so we can't put any out, requests for bids. It's, not good, but that's what it is. Okay.
Cheryl, didn't you say that the state told you that we would continue to fund the mental health advocates, but they weren't sure yet how we'd be reimbursed? Whether it be in arrears or?
They believe that it'll be, we pay for it up front and then we'll get reimbursed by the district. But we don't have any funds in that account, so I don't know how we're gonna pay for things up front. There's also some transport we do and miscellaneous things like that that'll be affected as well, so it'll be interesting to see where the money's gonna come from to pay these wages and benefits up front.
I'm sure they'll let us know when they think we need to know.
I did talk to Mike Podliska, our auditor, and it was the first he had heard of it. He was gonna talk to the state auditors and see if they have heard anything on how we're gonna fund that, cause last time I checked, we're not supposed to carry a negative fund balance. So, yeah, just little things to work out. And where are we gonna put it in the budget? We don't know. If we're gonna use Fund 16, or if they're gonna require us to pay it out of basic,
Such is the life of the budget director.
just,
Well, once you get that figure out, they're gonna change it again, right?
exactly. So we just keep setting up new funds for them. It's just an ongoing thing. I'm like, great.
I didn't have any committee reports. I was pretty much useless anyway.
Well, you sure sound and look better than you did on that. Told Colin he should have shined that screen up a little bit, made you look a little better, but he couldn't do that. Okay. Public input. We'll give public 2 minutes for any input that they have for us. They can email board, dmcounty.com. That's board@dmcounty.com, or they can call 319-753-8203, extension 4, that's 759, or 319-759. I'm all messed up. It's 319-753-8203, extension 4. We'll give you 2 minutes to do that.
Since you guys were talking about some of that budget stuff and grants, I did see some headlines yesterday too, that the new administration is gonna be putting a pause on all federal grants and loans.
I heard that.
So just FYI, if anybody's receiving federal funds for something, you might wanna keep your eyes and ears open and see how it might impact you.
That was predictable. The last administration did the exact same thing. And then they stripped everything out from the previous one, just like I'm sure this will strip everything out from this previous one.
So back to your EMS district formation resolution, when, is there like a goal as to when that's gonna start? When will the levy start? And has there been a levy rate decided yet?
There's gonna be an election on the, I believe it's the 4th of March,
Okay.
the first Tuesday. That election will ask them about a levy. I can't tell you exactly what it is now, but it'll have a levy amount, so many cents or whatever.
So this still has to pass
It
the
has to
public
pass,
election.
an election.
Okay.
So they will have an election on, and that will not only set the levy, I think you have to write in, they will have their own board.
Okay.
So they'll have I'm assuming, write-in lines. And I'm not, thank you. I think there's gonna be 3 members on the board, but there'll be an election because the city and the rural areas are 2 different. They're gonna combine. So I don't know whether there'll be 3 people on the total board or 6 people. But there will be an election on the 4th of March.
All right. So do you know if there's a goal to have that, since it's gonna be the special election in March, will FY '26 be the beginning of their,
That
if
would-
it passes?
I'm gonna stick my neck out here. That will give them time to do a state, file a budget with the state.
Okay.
So that those taxes would be collectible in fiscal '26, which will be payable in the fall of September of 2025 and March of 2026. Am I making sense here, Cheryl? So, yeah, so they would be able
Set 'em up
to, on the next,
start on
for the
the
next
July
fiscal
1.
year.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
I think you have Jim Mahaffey's phone number probably.
I think so.
And if, but, yeah, I think that.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, the duck let us know it's time to adjourn, why we're out of here.
I thought it was a commentary, we talked it.
All right.
So moved, aye.